Because how many ways are there to solve math?
Many!
Your live homework help starts now. Welcome to Count on Us.
What is the length from the entrance to the giant wheel?
All right, so let's add 3 here and see what happens.
Measure first. I need you to double check yourself. So the second equation for solve perimeter is?
2 times length plus 2 times width.
And welcome to your Telly Award-winning math homework hotline. I am Mrs. Davis, Coach Davis, here with my fabulous partner.
I love
give it up, give it up.
Davis. Miss Davis is the best. I'm Ted Herman from Mount Rainier Elementary School. We're here to answer every math question you ever had since you were born. So call us at 301-772.
0080.
We just flashed onto the, give us a chance to talk to ourselves first. Then we'll look at the good visuals and all the challenges of the day. You also can catch on the World Wide Web.
Absolutely.
www.pgcps.org. Come on down the screen until you see the podcast and you'll watch it on the computer. But whatever you do, just turn your TV volume down. We have so many callers waiting to get on, and we can't waste too much time trying to get those TV sets down. Miss Davis, how you been doing?
I have been doing absolutely splendid, loving the weather. A few little snowflakes to enjoy.
Yes.
And also, I've had a chance to visit a couple of schools doing some outstanding mathematics, and I'd just like to give those schools shout outs today with the math solutions training. We were at several elementary schools. I believe that was Rose Valley Elementary School. A big shout out to Rose Valley. Shout out to Fort Washington Forest. A big shout out to those students there as well. And absolutely outstanding, amazing. Melwood Elementary, a big hello to the Hawks over at Melwood Elementary. And last but of course not least, a big shout out to the students over at Walden Woods. And I actually had the pleasure of being in Miss Walters' class, so a big hello to all of you. And at Melwood, I had the pleasure of being in Miss Carey's class, so a big shout out to you as well. And I know they've been working with the 4th grade. I know they've been doing a lot of things with angles, so we'll continue that today in the event that you have questions about measuring angles. But as Mr. Herman said, we're here to help you with any math questions that you might have. And once you've called in at 301-772-0080, you may want to challenge yourself. So we have a couple of challenges we'd like to share with you. Go ahead and jot those down. We have the 24 challenge. We have 4 cards here. And Mr. Herman, would you like to explain how 24 challenge works?
No.
All right.
Oh, how 24 challenge works.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about my life challenges. My bad. Okay, well, the 24 challenge is all about taking a card that has 4 digits on it, 4 numbers, and making sure they end up being equal to 24, whether you add, subtract, multiply, or divide. And you use 5, 5, 1, that's a 9, because it's colored in red.
And that's card A, so if you call in and you want to say, I want to do card A, we will know that you're talking about the numbers 5, 5, 1, and 9. If you say card B, the numbers are 1, 3, 2, and 7.
And card C is 6, 1, 6, 3.
And card D, 8, 3, 9, 5. And remember, if the numbers are repeated on the cards, that means you will use them as many times as you see it on the card.
So you have to use all 4 numbers.
All 4 numbers all of the time.
Okay, and this might be the hardest card. It has 3 dots to it.
Okay.
It might take a little more thinking to go on.
Okay, so if you want to challenge yourself with 24 challenge, these are 24 challenge cards for today.
And do we have another challenge today?
I think we might have another challenge, Mr. Herman.
What is it that you cannot hold even 10 minutes, even though it is lighter than a feather?
Ooh.
It has to be a mathematical answer, right?
Something mathematical that you cannot hold even 10 minutes, even though it's lighter than a feather.
Wow. I'm thinking right now, that's a hard one.
So you have to definitely have your thinking cap on for this particular problem. Okay. And we're just waiting to hear from all of our callers out across Prince George's County and well, we're on the World Wide Web, so we could have anyone that's tuning in who does not have Comcast or Verizon, they can tune in on the web, as Mr. Herman said earlier.
And you know where else? I went to YouTube a few weeks ago, and I found our show. Just
Wow.
count on us. All the old shows have been really dazzling and wonderful for our viewers to watch some skills. You can go to YouTube, type in Count on Us, and make sure you find our show. You'll see Miss Davis. You'll see all our regular people.
Okay.
Let me ask you,
I didn't even know that.
It's wonderful. What kind of skills you been working with lately? Can we see
Well,
some neat
I
things?
know that on 4th grade, when I was working with the students at Melwood and also at Walden Woods, we were doing some things with angles. So I actually brought some of the angle tools with me.
Great.
So one of the tools that you'll need to work with angles is a tool, and these come in various shapes and sizes, but you'll need a tool that looks something like this.
Hey, you know
and this
what?
is a small one.
You know what, Miss Davis?
Yes.
If they do a good job with angles, it's like considering it their guardian angle. I mean,
A guardian angle will never lead you astray, correct?
that's true. It'll be your best friend.
Well, a guardian angle will always keep you on the straight angle.
180 degrees every time. You are
Okay, so this right here is what is this?
protractor, isn't
A
it?
protractor. And you use a protractor to actually measure angles. And these come in various shapes and sizes, but they will all help you to measure an angle. And this one is really small. We apologize for how teeny tiny it is. But we want to draw your attention to some of the parts of a protractor.
But that's if you're a farmer. If you're a professional farmer, you have to have a protractor.
Oh, so if you need to plant some crops, you want to make sure your rows are 90 degrees.
There you go. Good angles. Good angles. Very
You
good.
can have acute angles. What type of angles can you have? Hey, guess what I found? How about we make some angles? Do you have a preference for color, Mr. Herman?
I'm color deficient, so whatever you pick is fine with me.
Okay.
Oh, are those like lock? The interlock? How neat.
Okay, so here.
Mm-hmm. How neat. Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, I get it. So you're creating an angle right there. Let's first of all, our viewers should know if that's a right angle, an acute angle, or an obtuse angle. Now, I know a right angle is 90 degrees, right?
Yeah, well, one way that you can always test for a right angle is if you have like a piece of paper or scrap paper or anything. You can just stick it right here in, this is yellow on yellow.
Yellow on yellow.
Yellow on yellow.
Let's not do yellow on yellow.
Is there white over there?
How about some white on white?
There's,
How about some paper? Here you go.
Okay, so we won't have to have yellow on yellow. We'll go ahead and fold this so that we'll go ahead and fold this so that we are making a square corner. Okay, and if we put it right in the corner and it lines up perfectly.
Excellent.
I know that that is a 90-degree angle. And since I know that that is a 90-degree angle, I can also verify it with my protractor.
Oh, and could students do that with a piece of paper during the MSA test?
During MSA, they could indeed verify the measure of any angle to give themselves an idea.
Excellent.
If it's 90 degrees, it should line up perfectly with your paper. If the paper covers it, so if I do this and I put my corner of my paper right here and it covers it, it is an acute angle. That means it's smaller than 90 degrees. And then if I have my piece of paper here again to place it in the corner, and if my angle has some extra, it's larger than my 90-degree angle.
It's obtuse, right?
It's obtuse. So we have different types of angles.
And then going back to your protractor skill, I know you put the little mark, the hole here at the vertex. So we're going to put that right on the vertex and go up to 90 degrees right there. Hope the camera can see that. And if it's all lined up, that's a 90-degree angle.
That is a 90-degree angle. You are absolutely right that it is a 90-degree angle. Now, sometimes students think that it's a left angle.
Oh, because it's pointing left?
It's pointing.
There's no such thing as a left angle.
It's pointing left. But it is indeed a right angle, and you can tell a right angle by the number of degrees.
Excellent.
Now, one of the things that you want to do when you're measuring with a protractor is you have to line up your vertex of your angle with the origin, or sometimes you have a circle here with the vertex with the origin, or the circle, the dot here on the protractor. And then you have to line up your base ray. One of the rays has to line up with the 0 scale. So starting at 0, so since this one here, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So you're reading from one side to wherever the other ray meets.
Gotcha.
So for 90 degrees, that's quite simple. But sometimes if it was like an obtuse angle, and you have a double scale on it, it might cause confusion because it would have 2 numbers there. So here.
As long as you start at 0 and work your way around.
Right. As long as you start at 0 and work your way around. So this says both 100 and 80 at the same time.
I would have to say, since it's obtuse, I know it can't be 80. That's less than 90. It has to be 100.
Yes, absolutely.
Go around the outside here.
Okay. All right, and I do believe we have a caller. I'd like to give a big shout out. Let's see who we have represented here.
Okay.
Caller, are you there? Caller, are you there?
Yes.
Hi, welcome to Count on Us. Can I have your name and the school?
Jason and G. James goes to middle school.
And who is your math teacher?
Miss Shepard.
A big shout out to Miss Shepard and Dr. Cabrera's class. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate our faithful fans for calling in. All right, and what are you working on, Jason? I know a lot of students are reviewing for testing. Is there anything in particular you're working on?
What is the area of triangle? What is the area of a triangle? Base of 5 centimeters, height of 8 centimeters.
All right. Now I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. I do hear some background noise. We're going to attempt.
Let me draw for you.
Okay.
What was it? A triangle?
Okay, so we have a triangle. Do you have a picture of the triangle or?
No.
No picture. Okay, well then if you don't have a picture, guess what you can do?
What?
Draw your own, sketch your own triangle. Okay, so do you know how to identify the base and the height of a triangle?
Yes. Wait, will you repeat that?
Okay, how can you tell? Well, since you don't have a triangle drawn, and if you drew your own triangle, there's a particular way that you can tell the base and the height. You always want to have the perpendicular segment, meaning the one that's going to form a right angle for you. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, so let's take a look at the triangle that we drew to help you out, okay?
Okay.
All right, so here we have a triangle. Here's our 90-degree angle. Since we were just talking about 90-degree angles, and you told us, you were given that the base was equal to a certain amount, and the height was equal to a certain amount. So what was the base equal to?
No, we multiply base times base times height divided by 2.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay, so before we can do, that is called our area formula. Area is equal to base times height divided by 2. Or sometimes they use the formula area is equal to 1/2 base times height. Okay, so repeat for me again, what's the base and what's the height? What are the actual numbers that go there, the values? Jason? What's the base and what's the height?
I think we better go on without Jason.
Okay, did he say 9 and 5?
I believe so.
Okay, we'll just use 9 and 5.
Excellent.
And usually when we have base and height, we have some sort of unit that we're actually measuring in. So let's just say that they were centimeters.
Cool.
Okay, so, and I'm going to put a disclaimer here. Not drawn to scale. Okay, put it over here. This means it's a sketch, and so it's not perfect. And so this actually looks like it's longer than this side, but it's not drawn to scale, so we're just going ahead and telling you that. Now, if you know how to use a formula, you can use your area formula. Area equals base times height divided by 2, which is what Jason told us. So area, we're going to substitute in what we know. We know that the base is equal to 9 centimeters, so I'm going to have 9. And I am multiplying times the height. I'm using parentheses to signify multiplication times 5. And then once I have that solution, I am going to divide it by 2. So if I know my multiplication facts, I know that 9 times 5 is 45. And I'm writing all over the place. Please forgive me. And writing every which way. So now I need to know what is 45 divided by 2. And so I'm going to set it up as division like this. So how many times does 2 divide into 45?
2 times 2 makes 4.
Okay, so 2 divides into 4 2 times. 2 times 2 is 4. Subtract 0, so now I have 5.
And then 2 and the 5
goes
twice.
2 times. 2 times 2 again is 4. I need to get, let me just write on another strip.
That's a good idea.
Underneath here. So I had 45 divided by 2. So 2 divided into 4 2 times. 2 times 4. 2 times 2 was 4. Subtract it. And bring down my 5. And 2 divided into 5 2 times. 2 times 2 is 4. Again, subtract. I have 1 left over. Now, depending upon your grade, and this is usually middle school that you're working with your area formulas for triangles. The one that I have remaining, I'm probably going to write it as a decimal. So I'm going to annex a decimal point here. And annex a decimal point here and put a 0. Now I have 2 divides into 10. 5 times 5, 2 times 5 is 10. Subtract. So if I want to know my area of my triangle, my area is equal to 22.5. Now, I have centimeters here, centimeters here. I have centimeters twice, so I can write it as centimeters squared, or 22 and 5/10 square centimeters. Either one of those.
I like how you said 5/10 at the end. That was very good.
Either one of those would be a correct solution. So sometimes you might see it using this notation, centimeters squared, or you might see it. So right there, please.
Because the area is definitely the...
So right there.
What?
Can we have a A there as well?
Oh, sure. But the key thing is, Miss Davis, you said is area involves length times width or base times height, and you're coloring in You're actually shading in the whole object.
Yes.
It's everything.
The inside, filling it all the way in. Thank you, Mr. Herman.
I love helping you out.
Okay.
Was that Joseph?
That was Jason.
So,
Jason, your name is going into our treasure chest.
Do we have names for Jason to cut out?
I had some folded.
Oh, great. I'll make it right now.
And I was just going to go back to why we are actually using 1/2 of base times height. So if we take a look here, Mr. Herman has shaded in
I got you.
half of have shaded in our triangle. But if we put 2 triangles together, that would make a square. Since this is a right triangle. And so if we wanted to find the area of a square, we would simply say base times height. So base times height would give us 45, but we don't have the whole thing. We only have half of it.
Right.
So that's why we're dividing by 2 or thinking of it as multiplying by 1/2.
So any parallelogram is made up of 2 triangles, one here and one there, so that's half the size we need. I get it.
Okay.
You want to put a name?
Okay, Jason, your
our
name
first one
is
in.
going into the treasure chest. We treasure you so very, very much, and we treasure all of our callers. So if you'd like to give us a call, the number here is 301-772-0080. We're sitting here waiting to help you with any math homework questions that you may have. I know it's been, school has been in and out and delayed and all of that, but there could be some things that you have questions about, and that's why we're here to help you with any math homework questions that you might have.
Well, I'm so tickled to death to see that our great directors in the booth keep flashing that phone number that'll draw in some more phone calls. Look at that. Are they professional or what?
They are professional.
We have professionals all over the set. We have people behind the camera who are going to go on the college level next year and major in great things and change the world for the better. And I just can't wait to see them as I get in my rocking chair and rock on my front porch into my 90s and maybe to 100, watch them do great things with their lives. Even people back there who are just wonderful professionals.
Absolutely. And whatever you want to do in life starts with an education. So it's critical that you get a very, very good education, a solid foundation in understanding your, particularly math, because that's our focus here, but both reading,
everything,
all of the contents are very, very important. Now, guess what this is, Mr. Herman?
I think it's a broken straw.
You know what? I thought you might think it's a broken straw. But guess what? It's actually an angle tool. I made it myself. In case you want to make one of these at home.
Well, you broke a straw?
In case you want to make one of these at home, it's just, you only need a couple of simple materials.
That's a pipe cleaner.
These are coffee stirrers.
No way.
Coffee stirrers
and
a pipe cleaner.
Unbelievable.
If you get it at a craft store, they would call it a chinchilla.
Really?
Yeah, I can't believe it. But
I never knew that.
And so, in order to make my angle tool, which is something we did at one of Walden Woods actually today in Miss Walter's class, and we had a great time. So guess what?
I get it.
Can you figure out what to do to make an angle? What type of make a prediction first? What type of angle are you going to create?
I'm going to try doing a cute angle.
You're going to try to do a cute one?
Because they're really cute.
They're really cute.
So
okay.
You take this other coffee stirrer and you just insert it down here like that, like so, and then just like it's just not working. I don't feel like I don't feel like
I'm gonna let you persevere in problem solving, Mr. Herman.
I want to get my own show like Martha Stewart and show how to do this. Oh, wait a minute. I was going the wrong day. Oh, look how fun that is.
Okay. Now, can you identify what name we should give this little pink part that's poking out?
I would say that's the vertex. That's
the
sort
vertex.
Of the start of the whole angle, both directions. Yes.
And so, if we had other parts, we could represent arrows continuing. So this angle would be made up of two
rays.
Two rays, and they share a common vertex. Okay, so we. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, there it is. I'm holding it for you.
You're great. Thank you.
Okay.
Now I have arrows.
Okay, so let's adjust.
So now, what was your goal with this whole? Oh, angle.
Yeah, you said you were making what type
Can
of?
we give it a letter? Like
Sure.
A, B at the vertex, C, and I can write like this: A, angle A, B, C. And there's one other way of naming the same angle. Do you want to say it, Miss?
Well, since it's made up of two rays, can I name it CBA?
Excellent, excellent. Because the B, what did the B do this time? From this time to this time?
It stayed right in the middle. It's
Yeah,
the vertex.
That's the vertex. And you know, some higher level teachers even say you could just call it angle B.
Just by the vertex. As long as there's no other angles to confuse it with,
Right.
you can simply name it by the vertex.
Uh-huh.
All right. Now, Mr. Herman, you said it was an acute angle.
Less than 90. I think.
Less than 90. Okay, so let me go back to my little paper trick.
Oh, I like this pot.
Okay,
This is so cool.
So when we looked at it before, we said if it was 90 degrees, it would line up perfectly. If it was less than 90 degrees, and I put my...
Oh, I get it. Here's the 90.
And what happened to your angle, Mr. Herman?
You covered it up.
I covered it up. That means it has to be less than 90 since it was covered by my 90-degree angle.
Well, I got a tough one for you then, Mr.
Oh, okay.
Name a time. This is for our viewers, too. All two of them out there.
100 million.
Well, you had a tough day. But keep having those delusions. But anyway, name a time on the clock when you have a 90-degree hands.
Oh, the hands on a clock are shaped like 90 degrees?
90-degree angles. Right?
Oh, well,
I love this.
I like it too. So, you know, when you're working in mathematics, if you have a visual model, then use it. If you don't have a visual model, then guess what? Make your own. So I know that 12 o'clock is, 12 is up here at the top. Opposite is 6. On this side is 3. On this side is 9. All right. And so I could fill in the others. 1, 2. I'm writing reverse today. 5. Then 6. So this is not my best print, but it's the best that I can do under these conditions.
Like
10.
backwards day.
11. That's 11. 11. Okay. All right. So Mr. Herman's question was, when is there a time on the clock when it's a 90-degree angle? I think that was your question, Mr. Herman.
Absolutely. I think it could happen. You got one of them.
Okay. And shall we use a different color?
Sure. So what time is that? 3 o'clock?
So at 3 o'clock, it is a quarter turn, and it's 90 degrees. Okay, so you want to use your blue? Oh, do I have to answer since you asked the question?
Well, I'd like to see the answer. Otherwise,
Okay,
I'll
well-
get stuck with the problem. I don't wanna do that.
Okay, over here. So I'm going to use blue. So,
Oh, 9 o'clock.
so at 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock, we have right angles.
So you know what? Those two angles are back-to-back reflections of each other.
They
Ooh,
are.
whoa.
Hey, guess what else?
What?
This is 90 and this is 90, and the two of them together, 90 plus 90 is...
180 degrees.
So then all together, it
Which
would
is
make
like
a
this.
straight angle.
I hope I don't mess up your pipe clean.
All
Thank you
right.
very much for that message.
All right.
Oh, I
So
love it.
this is...
It's supposed to be a straight angle, but
Okay, it's a little jiggly.
your camouflage, what'd you call it? A chamomile?
Chinchilla
Chinchilla.
is not being
Not cooperating.
It's not being cooperative. So this would make a straight
bad.
angle. But you know what? On the other side of the break, we're going to actually measure our angle tool to see if it is indeed, just like Mr. Herman said, Mr. Ted said, it's an acute angle.
And come back after the break and see if we're still in the same chairs or we switch positions.
Now, why did you give that away?
I didn't
All right,
say we're gonna do
we'll
it.
join you.
Awesome.
Please join us on the other side of the break.
Hello, my name is Jessica and I attend James White Randall Elementary School. I am in the 5th grade. Today, the math problem is, during some months, Earth revolves around the sun in 30 days. How many seconds is this? Well, there's 24 hours in one day. So in order to find the hours in 30 days, I must multiply 30 times 24, which equals 720 hours. In order to find out how many minutes are in 720 hours, I have to multiply 720 times 60 because 60 minutes equal 1 hour. And that equals 43,200 minutes. Next, in order to find out how many seconds are in 43,200 minutes, I must multiply 43,200 times 60, because 60 seconds equal 1 minute. And that equals 2,592,000 seconds. So 30 days equal 2,592,000 seconds. Woo! That was a lot of seconds. I hope you found the solution to your problem easy to follow. This is Jessica from Counting Us. Bye. See you next time.
Hey you, yeah you, sit right there, I gotta tell you something. I bet you know someone with type 2 diabetes. Guaranteed, you know why? Because 1 out of every 3 little kids is gonna develop diabetes in their lifetime. That is gonna lead to heart problems, strokes, and even blindness. I'm John Sally, and I'm telling you, it ain't gotta be that way. Now you can up your defenses by eating more fruits and vegetables, having more vegetarian and vegan meals. These steps can be the power plays to protect you and your family against the risk of diabetes. To learn more, go to blockdiabetes.org.
He was so inspiring.
He took chances.
He was so moving.
He lived daringly.
Martin Luther King Jr. was a man of service, and his day shall be a day of service.
He inspired us in words, but he led us in deeds. To honor him, let's do the same. Go to mlkday.gov and find out how to volunteer on Martin Luther King Day and beyond. This message is brought to you by the Corporation for National and Community.
Okay, guys, ready? Here we go. Let's smile and brush our teeth twice a day, every day. Let's smile and floss our teeth once a day, every day. Let's keep that smile a happy place on your face with good nutrition and dental visits. Let's smile. Let's smile. Let's smile. Let's smile.
Mrs. Davis, here to help you with your math homework questions. We're so excited that you're joining us for the second half of the elementary edition of your Telly Award-winning math homework show, Count on Us. Please give us a call. The number here is 301-772-0080. And we appreciate all of our callers. We did have a caller that was holding on just before the break, and so we'll go ahead and ask him. Caller, are you there?
Yes.
Hi, welcome to Count on Us. Can you tell us your name and which school you go to?
Yes, my name is Omar Fraser, and I go to Iowa Elementary.
Hello, Omar. And who is your teacher?
Miss Rosen.
Okay, well, please tell Miss Rosen we said a big, big hello from Count on Us. And can you tell us which grade you're in, Omar?
Huh?
Which grade are you? What grade are you in?
I'm in 2nd grade.
Oh, right.
Wow.
You know, I think Mr. Herman used to be in 2nd grade. Were you in? Yes, I think he was in 2nd grade.
When the dinosaurs roamed the earth, I was in 2nd grade, and we all roamed together.
Okay, so what are you working with? What did you need help with?
I need help with 2 divided by 2.
Oh, wow.
Right. So you're working with division, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. So what 2 things do you have that you're trying to share?
2 divided by 2 is, I don't know, but...
Okay. Omar, can I ask you to do me a really, really, really big favor? Can I ask you to turn the volume down on your television and listen to us through the telephone?
Uh-huh.
Yes? Okay. Thank you. All right. So, Omar, you said you're doing division. You're not quite sure how to do it. Well, let me show you. Division is as easy as pie.
Huh?
Division is quite simple. It's just a matter of sharing. Do you know how to share things equally, Omar?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So tell me 2 things. Tell me 2 things that you have.
How many, huh?
Okay. Give me, what's something that you can have 2 of?
I can have plus 5. I can have 2 plus 2.
Okay. 2 what? 2 balls? 2
2
apples? 2 oranges? 2
Yes.
cars?
Yes.
Well, let's just have 2 balls, because those are really easy to draw, okay?
Uh-huh.
All right, so let's take a look, and I'm drawing 2 balls, okay?
Uh-huh.
And if I have 2 balls,
Uh-huh.
and I want to share my 2 balls,
Mm-hmm.
I can give a ball to this friend,
Uh-huh.
and I can give a ball to this friend.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how many balls does each friend get?
2.
Does each look at? Can you see my picture?
Huh?
Can you see my picture, Omar?
Yes.
Okay. Here are my friends, and how many balls or balloons or whatever does each friend have?
They have 2.
Look, right here. Here's a ball
So
for
the
this.
answer is 0?
Okay, Omar.
Yes.
Look. Here's a ball for this friend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And here is a ball for this friend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How many balls does this friend have?
1.
1 ball.
Excellent, Omar.
How many balls does this friend have?
1.
Excellent,
So,
Omar.
therefore, if I have 2 things that I want to share with 2 people, each person is going to get 1.
So that equals
2 divided by 2 equals 1.
1.
Very
Yes.
good.
And I have another question. It's divided by, I have another question to 24. I have a question by 24 times 24.
24 times 24. Okay, so you're doing division and you're doing multiplication.
Huh?
What, you have 24?
Uh-huh.
20, what was your second question?
Huh?
24 times 24, but that's hard for a second grader to do. I'm surprised.
Did you mean 24 plus 24?
No, I said times 24.
24 times 24. What do you know about multiplication, Omar?
I know that if, say it was like 3 times 3, it will be 3 rows and 3 rows, but 3 each in it, so you can skip count.
Ah, well, do you think we could do that? Well, then how about we do that problem? Let's do the problem where we can skip count.
That's great, Omar. What grade are you in?
Second
You're
grade.
pretty smart.
So let's see if we can skip count. So if I have 3 rows, and how many do we want to be in each row?
2.
Okay. 3 rows. So we usually think of rows going across.
Mm-hmm.
So let's have 3 rows. and there's going to be 2 in each row. Okay. Do you see my circles right here?
Yeah.
I have 2 rows, and I have 3 rows going across, and I have 2 in
It has something to do with 6.
Oh, it does have something to do with 6. So if I count them all together, what would my total be?
It will be 2, 4, 6, 8.
Well, wait a minute. You went too far. Start again.
Huh?
Start again. Count.
2, 4, 6.
Stop. Do you see any more?
No.
Okay, so if I have 3 rows of 2, it's the same as 3 times 2, which equals 6. So that is multiplication. So we did both multiplication. We did both multiplication and division. Okay.
You know what, Omar? You are so smart. I bet when you go to school, you're the smartest one in your chair. Did you ever think about that? You really are. That's
so,
terrific.
Omar, guess what we're going to do? We're going to put your name in our treasure chest because we treasure all of our callers.
Okay, ma'am.
We're going to put your name in the treasure chest because we treasure all of our callers. And I want you to stay tuned to the end of the show to see if you're a winner. We do have another call, so if you want to ask us another question, double check that it's okay with your parents to give us a call back, all right? Thank you so much for calling today.
Great, Omar.
And a shout out one more time to your school.
Okay, ma'am.
What's the name of your school?
Allenwood Elementary, ma'am.
Allenwood. Okay.
Ma'am.
All right. Thank
My
you very
goodness.
much.
Well, next caller is one of our favorite callers because she calls all the time.
We have
That is Celafina. Celafina from Glenarden Woods. How you doing, Celafina?
Hi.
Hi. How you look so nice today? What is that, like a red outfit?
Huh?
Pink? Little blue. Little blue. I like that color. And what's your question today, Celafina? Because you're one of our favorite callers.
I'm finding the mean of a group of numbers.
Why do the numbers mean to each other? That's not nice. They should get along with each other. That's how they cooperate and work together. It's a total world peace.
Not like that.
What do you mean like that? Well, how mean can they be?
Not that way. It's the math way.
Oh, the math way. Well, what's the other word for mean then in math?
It's the average of a group of numbers.
I love Celafina. She knows her vocabulary. She knows her skills. She is such a sharp kid. Okay, so what are your numbers you're working with today?
My numbers are 9, 6, 8, 12, and another 9.
Another 9. Can I ask you a question, Celafina? Do these numbers mean anything, like shoe size or weight or what? Anything special or just numbers? Random numbers?
They're the numbers in the group that you have to add up.
Oh, wow. Very good. So I'm right now set up for my close-up, but I've gotten... Welcome back. It's so good to see you again because we're here to help you. And Celafina, you're on the air with us. We love it. Why am I talking with a strange voice? I have no idea. But I'm happy to be with you, Celafina. So let's go ahead and add those numbers up right here. Great. Miss Davis is such a good handwriter, especially when she gets a chair that she belongs in. She can write beautifully. So let's take these numbers. Can we do column addition? Would that be okay with you?
Absolutely.
So we're going to set our numbers up vertically, just for Celafina.
I like to add up the bigger numbers first.
Oh, is that right? So you'd rather have the big numbers up top, or what?
Well, first I would add 12 and 9.
Oh, you want to do it that way? Okay, we'll stay horizontal. So what's 12 plus 9?
12 plus 9 is 21.
Wow, you got the big one out of the way. Now what?
21 plus 9 is 30.
She got the other 9 involved. Very nice. And that doesn't make a nice even zero number called 30. Beautiful.
And 30 plus 8 is 38.
Oh, she's going right for the 8 now. Boy, look at Celafina go. Look at the diagram. It's so cool. Looks like some kind of NASA experiment.
And 38 plus 6 is 44.
I love it. So that's the way we do the mean. We're finished, right?
No.
No? What we got to do now? We have 44 as our total.
You have to count up all the numbers that are in the group, and there's 5 numbers. So you have to divide. You have to divide 44 by 5.
Excellent. And let me ask you, Celafina, are you using decimal answers or remainders?
We have to turn them into mixed numbers.
Mixed numbers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm glad we got that straightened out. So we're going to take 44 and divide it by the number in the group, which is 5, thanks to Miss Davis. So do we have enough room to do it right here, you think, Miss Davis? Okay. So let's go, Celafina.
5 doesn't go into 4, so you put it as 0.
Uh-huh.
And 5 times 0 is 0.
Mm-hmm.
You still have 44. And then 5 goes into 44 8 times. So you put an 8 above the...
Right.
And 8 times 5 is 40. So you subtract 40 from 44 and you get 4. And then... Yeah. And then your remainder would be your new numerator.
Uh-huh.
And your... and 5 would be your denominator.
So how would you say that mixed fraction, Celafina? And you know what? We don't really need a 0 out in front. I'm sorry. Go ahead and say it again, sweetheart.
8 4/5.
I love it.
All right.
That was great, Celafina. 8 4/5 is your answer as a mixed fraction. And going through this division steps, do you know the thing about dad, mom, sister, cousin, brother?
Well, my teacher, he taught me DMSB.
Who?
My teacher.
Let's write that down. I want to get what you're talking about. D what?
DMSB.
And what does that stand for?
Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down.
Okay. Very good.
Whenever we would do that, we would just keep on, like if it was long division, then we would keep on repeating that until we used all the numbers.
Do you see how she expressed herself so beautifully? And I hope you know, Celafina, when it gets down to the bottom, you go where? Up to the
We have to go back to division.
And back to division again. Man, Celafina, she's just so terrific.
Thank you so much for your call today, Celafina. Your name is going into the treasure chest because we treasure all of our callers. Well, we have a couple of more people that are holding on the line, so can we ask you to give us a call back?
I might not.
Okay, well,
well, we got really busy.
We're gonna, there's somebody you might know that's waiting to get some help. Geraldine, by chance. So we want to give her a chance to answer her question, all right?
Okay.
Thanks for calling, Celafina.
Thank you so much, Celafina, for calling. We really appreciate our frequent fans.
Wonderful student.
All right. Is that Geraldine?
Hello.
Hi, Geraldine. Welcome to Count on Us. How are you today?
I'm good, and you guys?
We are doing fantabulous since we have all of our callers calling in with their math homework questions. And Geraldine, what are you working on today?
I'm working on coordinate planes.
Oh, you don't say.
We have a coordinate plane thing over there almost.
Oh, we might have a coordinate plane thing over here. Okay, and would you like to give a shout out to your teacher or your school?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what school do you go to?
I go to Glen Ironwood Elementary School.
All right, well, please tell all of the teachers and students at Glen Arden Woods Elementary we said a big, big hello. Now, do you know Serafina?
Yeah, she's in my class.
All right, well, she just called right before you, and she wanted to do a challenge, but we said, Serafina, we want to be able to get to Geraldine's call, so she's going to call us back with her challenge. All right, what are you doing with coordinate planes?
I need to graph these ordered pairs.
Graph ordered pairs. Okay. And what numbers do you have?
My ordered pairs are 3 and -2.
Okay.
Oh, what a great idea. I'll do that for you while you're setting up.
Slide it in.
Slide it in. I'll do that.
This one opens.
It opens very nicely. 3 and -2?
Okay, so we're working in all 4 quadrants. That's what we were trying to figure out. We're using positive and negative numbers. Is that correct?
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, if we're using positive and negative numbers, we need 4 quadrants.
Quadrant 4.
XY axis.
Quadrant 4.
Okay, we will need 4 quadrants. And right here in the middle is our origin, our 0. And what type of numbers go over here?
1, 2, 3. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Okay, and how large are your numbers?
Actually, my numbers go all the way to 7.
7. Okay. Well, we will extend. So this will be 6, and this will be 7. Okay. So what comes over here on this side then?
The numbers to the left of the origin have to be negative.
Okay. So what would go here?
-1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7.
And the thing about a coordinate plane, we can extend it as far as we want to go.
To infinity and beyond.
Okay, so what type of numbers go above the origin on the y-axis?
The same as the ones at the right of the origin.
Okay, and so what goes right here?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Okay, and we're extending it. And what type of numbers go here to the bottom?
-1, -2, -3, -4, and -5, all the way to -7.
Okay. All right, so we are now ready to graph your ordered pairs. What was your first ordered pair?
My first ordered pair was 3 and -2.
3 and -2. So the ordered pair was 3, -2. Now, how do I know which way to go on my coordinate plane with...
My teacher, he told me that the first number, which is 3 in the ordered pair, the first number in the ordered pair, goes on the x-axis.
I agree with your teacher.
Can I do one thing real fast? I don't want to mess with your problem, but I always tell my kids to start at the origin and go across the lobby, then up and down the elevator.
Oh, okay.
Hello?
Okay, and what about the second number? What does she say about the second number?
Said that the second number goes on the y-axis.
Okay, you're absolutely right. The second number goes on the y-axis. All right, so if we start at the origin and we go across to 3, then what are we going to do?
We're going to go to 3 and go down 2.
All right, and we'll end up at this ordered pair. So this is the ordered pair for 3, -2. All right. Do you have any more?
Yes, I have 2 more.
Okay, and what are the others?
6 and 2.
6 and 2. All right. And what's the final one?
So the final one is 7 and -7.
Oh, okay. All right. So where would we find 6? The ordered pair 6, 2.
We go to the right of the we start at the origin, then go right to number 6.
And then we're finished?
We go up 2.
All right. So this is the ordered pair 6, 2. All right. And what about the last one?
The last one is we start at the origin. You go down. You start the origin. You go right to the number 7. And you go down to the number 7.
Down to -7. And so this is the ordered pair. 7, -7.
And the directions also say to draw line segments.
Oh, well, do you know what a line segment is?
It's a line that connects to the two, like the dots.
Okay, connects the coordinates, the ordered pairs. Now, do we need to connect them in any particular order?
Yes, it says 7, -7, 3, -2, 6, 2, 7, -7.
Okay, so then I'm going to use a straight edge so that I'm connecting with a straight line. And are we supposed to be making a shape?
Huh?
Are we supposed to be connecting them to make a particular shape?
Yes.
Okay, and so if we connect them all together, what shape have we made?
A triangle.
A triangle. So if we have 3 ordered pairs.
And that kind of also looks like half of a diamond.
Oh, half of a diamond. You're absolutely right. Thank you so much, Geraldine, for your phone call. We do have a couple other callers. Your name is going into the treasure chest because we treasure.
Absolutely.
And we're going to ask you to give us a call on the secondary show that will be coming up in 3 minutes. We just have time for Dewan.
Order of operations for Dewan.
All right.
Come on,
Thank you
Dewan.
so much.
Let's
Dewan.
go. Dewan, how you doing, Dewan?
Good.
Good to hear from you every time you call in. Are you a first-time caller?
No, because Coach Davis was in my class.
Coach Davis was in your class and he called in Walden Woods. She mentioned that.
Thank you so much, Dewan, for calling in. And you're working with what today? Oh, wait a minute.
Operations.
Give a big shout out to your teacher.
So,
Ms. Gibson.
All right. Well, tell Miss Gibson we said a big hello.
And order of operations has something to do with please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Is that right?
Yes, that's what Ms. Gibson.
And the P stands for what?
Parentheses.
Good. And the X stands for? The E stands for what?
Exponent.
Exponents. And then M stands for what?
Huh?
M.
M. Multiplication.
And D?
Division.
And notice what Miss Davis did when you see the visual. She put them side by side because you have to work them left to right across the problem. Multiplication, division are equal, so is addition, subtraction. So give us your problem real fast before we get off the air. We want to solve it right now for you, Dewan.
12 times 3, parentheses, 8 divided by 2 minus 5.
Wait a minute.
Okay, are the parentheses correct?
Oh, no, no parentheses. Oh, yes, parentheses.
Around what?
Huh?
Are the parentheses in the correct place?
I'm not watching.
Well, we're hoping to pray in the R. Let's leave it like that's good. So 12 times 3 is 36. 8 times 2, we're going to do that by itself because in parentheses that's 4. And if it's multiplication going on, 36 times 4 is a big number. We got to work left to right. 6 times 4 is 24. Can we put the 24 down, carry the 2? 4 times 3 is 12, and 2 is 14. Minus the 5, that's the last step, subtract the 5, and 139. Dewan gets his name into the grab bag.
The treasure chest. We are treasuring Dewan, and we do have another caller from Glen Arden Woods, and we're going to ask that particular caller hold on to our secondary show that will be coming up very, very shortly.
We hope and pray it does. And here's your chance to pick out the name of the winning.
Your name is going into the treasure chest. Shake, 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 shake. We treasure all of our callers. And our winner is Geraldine from Glen Arden Woods.
Call us any day, call us any time, and make sure you can always count on us.
The times, though, are Mondays and Wednesdays from 4 to 5 for elementary and from 5 to 6 for our secondary. And please stay tuned.
And count on us. And then stay...
welcome to your mini lesson today. My name is Mrs. Jacks, and today we will discuss how to change mixed numbers into improper fractions, and the reverse of that, how to change improper fractions into mixed numbers or whole numbers. Let's go ahead and look at an example. In this example here, once again, it says changing mixed numbers to improper fractions. We have a mixed number here. A mixed number is when you have a whole number paired with a fraction. This one happens to be 3 1/8. We're going to go ahead and change that into an improper fraction. The first step is to multiply the whole number by the denominator. So 3 times 8 is 24. After you do that, well, let me go ahead and show you. 3 times 8 equals 24. You have the numerator here. We're going to go ahead and now add the numerator to our product. 24 plus 1 equals 25. This final answer becomes your new numerator, and the denominator stays the same. So 3 1/8 changed to an improper fraction happens to be 25 over 8. An improper fraction means that the number on top, which is the numerator, is greater than or larger than the number on the bottom, which is the denominator. We can also reverse this. We can change improper fractions back to mixed numbers, and I'm going to show you how to do that now with this second example. Changing improper fractions to mixed numbers or whole numbers. This first one here is an improper fraction. Once again, that means that the numerator is larger than the denominator. The first step is to divide the numerator by the denominator. Okay, so I'm going to set this up as 56 divided by 7. If you already know the answer, you can of course put the answer here, or you can set it up the long way using an algorithm. 7 goes into 56 8 whole times. 8 times 7 is 56. And then with the algorithm, you will go ahead and subtract, and your answer is 0 here, so you don't have anything left over. There's nothing else to continue dividing by. So your answer happens to be 8. So in this case, you can change an improper fraction to a whole number. Let's look over here. This one is a little different. This is 55 divided by 7. So it's one number less than 56. Let's see what happens when we do that. 55 divided by 7, we will do it the same way. 7 goes into 55. It doesn't go exactly 8 whole times. It's going to go in 6 times, and then we're going to have something left over. So let's go ahead and set up the algorithm. 55 divided by 7. Well, I'm sorry, I said 6 times. Excuse me. It goes in 7 whole times. So 7 into 55 is 7. 7 times 7 is 49. To complete the algorithm, you need to go ahead and subtract. 55 minus 49 gives you 6. So 6 is your remainder. Now, to set up our answer, the whole number here becomes our whole number for the mixed number, and then the remainder becomes the new numerator, and guess what? The denominator stays the same. So 55 sevenths, which is an improper fraction, now becomes 7 6/7 as a mixed number. Once again, this was a short mini lesson on changing improper fractions to mixed numbers and changing mixed numbers to improper fractions. Thank you for your time.
Minds can achieve anything. We make sure they get to college. Federal student aid provides more than $150 billion in grants, loans, and work-study funds to make college possible for anyone with the mind to get there. Because if given the chance, minds will do great things. Federal Student Aid, proud sponsor of the American Mind. Learn more about money for college at studentaid.gov.
Your live homework help starts now. Welcome to Count on Us.
What is the length from the entrance to the giant wheel?
All right, so let's add 3 here and see what happens.
Measure first. I need you to double check yourself. So the second equation for solve perimeter is
2 times length plus 2 times width.
Good afternoon and welcome to your secondary edition of your Telly Award-winning math homework show. I am Mrs. Davis here with my fabulous partner.
Oh, I'm so lucky to be next to Miss Davis again. My name is Ted Herman from Mount Rainier Elementary School. We're here to answer every one of your questions, but now if you look familiar to you because we were on the elementary school, now we're doing the big people questions with the higher answers and the higher questions.
All right, pump it up. Get pumped. We're here to answer your math homework questions. The number is 301-772-0080. Call us now. We do have available lines, and we appreciate. We have some callers who have been very, very patient. So we'll go ahead and show the challenges.
But who knows? Maybe you'll be so great with your math skills one day, you'll be on the show yourself as a guest star and be able to pick out the chair of choice that you want the most.
Absolutely. For our secondary challenges, we have card A, 1, 6, 2, 6. Card B.
5, that's a 9 because it's colored on top with the red. 5, 9, 3, 4.
Card C, 9, 2, 8, 2. And since you have the 2s listed, you use each number as many times as it appears on the card.
And I believe card D might be a little more challenging because it has 3 dots to it. 6383.
All right.
Actually, that's my phone number. 6383. Call me anytime and we'll give you an answer.
Or you can use 772-0080 to
whatever. 301,
right.
301.
We appreciate our caller who has been waiting so patiently from the elementary show. Say your name for me, please. I want to say it correctly.
My name is Olawashin.
Olawashin, I love that.
Olawashin.
Welcome.
She called in last week.
Oh, I was just going to ask, are you a first-time caller or a frequent fan?
Well, I do call frequently sometimes.
Oh, thank you. Well, we're going to classify you as a frequent fan. And so do you know Geraldine and Celestina?
Yeah, we're in the same class together.
Oh! Well, a big shout out to your teacher, and your teacher's name is?
Miss Hardin.
Miss Hardin. A big shout out. Please tell her we said hello from Count on Us. All right, Olawashin. Your name is going to go into the treasure chest just for calling. And what are you working on?
Dividing fractions.
Dividing fractions. All right. Do you have a particular fraction you would like to divide?
4/5.
4/5.
Divided by 12/9.
12/9. Okay. Now, what do you know about dividing fractions, Olawashin?
Well, we have to find the reciprocal.
Oh, reciprocal. What exactly is a reciprocal?
It's basically when you flip a fraction.
Okay. All right. So, which fraction should we flip?
4/5 times 9/12.
4/5. So I'm changing my first fraction remains the same. I'm changing my division to multiplication. Is it okay if I use a raised dot for multiplication? Is that okay with you?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. And what should I find the reciprocal of?
9/12.
9/12. And so 12/9 to find the reciprocal, it is 9/12. Okay.
We can simplify before we multiply.
Whoa.
Simplify before you multiply.
Cross cancellation.
You change the 4 to the 1
Okay.
and the 12 to the 3.
Okay. Now, Just for people who might be joining the show and they're not exactly familiar with what it is that you're doing, how can you just all of a sudden decide to change a 4 to a 1 and a 12 to a 3? We're looking ahead of time to see if we can find some common factors. Okay, and what would be our common factor between 4 and 12?
A common factor of 4 and 12 is 4. So 4 divided by 4 equals 1. And then 12 divided by 4 equals 3.
Okay, absolutely. So that is why we're changing from our common factor here is 4. We're canceling that out. And so now instead of having to multiply 4 times 9, I only need to multiply 1 times 9. And instead of multiplying 12 times 5, I only need to multiply
5 times 3.
5 times 3. So that gives me smaller numbers to multiply. Okay.
Now it will become 9/15 since 9 times 1 equals 9 and 5 times 3 equals 15.
Okay.
Then you will simplify it to 3/5 because a common factor of 9 and 15 is 3. So 9 divided by 3 equals 3 and 5 divided by 3 equals 5.
Okay, and so my final simplified is 3/5. Now look right here, Alawasan. I have 9.
3/5.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Right here, when I rewrote my problem as 1 times 9 and 5 times 3, I could have done the same cross cancellation again. Right? So here I could have cross-canceled and written this as 3 times 3 and thought of this as 3 times 1. So then, if I cancel out my common factors, that will end up giving me my 3/5. But either way, as long as you persevere and you're attending to precision, you will come up with the correct answer. Okay?
And persevere means to carry on and not give up.
Not give up. Just keep at it. All right. Thank you so much for your call. Would you like to do a challenge?
Yes.
Oh, have you already thought of the answer to one of the challenges?
Yes, it is card D.
Card D, as in dog. And your friend Geraldine is waiting so patiently to answer a question. We're going to put the challenges back up for everyone in case Geraldine wants to do a challenge too. Okay, card D, the numbers are 3, 6, 3, and 8. All right? So let me jot those down. 3, 6, 3, and 8. Okay, go ahead.
6 plus 3 equals 9.
6 plus 3 equals 9. I will agree with that statement.
And then 9 divided by 3 equals 3.
9 divided by 3
I think she
equals
might
3.
have something here.
Okay.
And then 3 times 8 equals 24.
3 times 8 equals 24.
Oh! Bingo! Bingo, bingo!
Challenge. All right. Alawasan, your name is going into the treasure chest for a second time for completing a challenge. So please stay tuned to the end of the secondary show. And see if you are indeed a winner. Thank you so much for your call. Okay. And so we are now ready for our next caller. Next caller, are you there? Is this Geraldine?
Yep.
Hi, Geraldine. Thank you so much for calling back.
I have a question because it's about line segments.
Can I take this one?
Yes, please.
I love to have Geraldine on the show with me because she is so talented and so sharp. But first, I have to do a fast commercial message. Friends, you can feel a little run down lately, a little sluggish, need somebody to tell you to wake up once in a while, then maybe you need to do some math. You'll be amazed how fast you get energized and you want to do everything in the world then. It makes your brain so smart. Okay. That was a little bit over the top. Let's try this right now. Geraldine, line segments. What's that all about? What are you doing?
It gives me ordered pairs to connect.
So we're working back with
on a graph.
coordinate planes again.
On a graph, you can
Yeah.
make a picture or something like that, or connect? Great
Well,
job.
Yeah. It's but the highest number that it goes to is 6.
Phew. Are there negative numbers this time, too?
Huh?
Are there going to be negative numbers involved?
What? I can't hear.
Are there going to...
Will there be negative numbers?
Yes.
What's our highest negative number as well?
6.
Okay, so it goes from positive 6 to negative 6 on both the X and Y axis.
Gotcha.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, would you like for me to draw?
I wish you would, because I'm really excited about this problem.
Okay. Hold on to that excitement, Mr. Herman.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I'm starting to wake up now. We're doing math.
Excellent. Okay, so just like before.
Yep, it's just like before.
So in the event that somebody was not here before, on this is which axis, Geraldine? The x-axis or the y-axis?
What? I can't. Wait. Say it again.
Going across, which axis is that?
That is the x-axis.
Okay, so I'm going to put an X right.
Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent. Hey, Geraldine, you have a great personality. Do you get a lot of people to laugh at you at school and stuff?
I'm sorry, I just can't hear you that well.
You have a great personality. Do people like to laugh at you at school at jokes and stuff?
Sometimes.
That's cool.
Because sometimes they're just, I don't know, it just comes out of nowhere and it just doesn't make sense.
Okay. All right.
Welcome to my world.
All right.
Okay, let's go on the line segments here. Now, what's your coordinate pairs, Geraldine?
You have to connect these coordinate pairs together. It's 2, 2.
2, 2? I used to wear a 2, 2.
And 5, 1. You have to connect those two, and there are more that you have to connect. There's those two that you have to connect, and then there's -2 and 2.
Let me try the 2, 2 while Miss Dave was doing a great job setting up 2 over on the X and 2 vertical on the Y. And then what else? You had 5, 1. So we're going to go across the lobby 5 and up 1 on the Y. Oh, you connected with me, Miss Davis. You made a connection. Now, what about -2, 2? Where do we go now? To the left or to the right?
What?
The -2 starts on the left or to the right? What did Beyonce say?
To the left or
To
the
the
right?
left, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the left, and up 2.
To the left. I just can't hear you that right.
That's okay. You're doing great. Give us the next coordinate pair. You're rolling now, Geraldine.
Sorry, I said, oh my goodness, my bunny was nibbling me.
All right. Tell your bunny we said behave.
Behave.
Your bunny speaks nice English. Okay, next coordinate pair, Geraldine.
After -2 and 2 is -5 and 1.
-5 and 1. Now, were we supposed to connect this over to that one? Or this one over to that one?
Well, no, because it says to first just draw the points of where it has to be.
Okay.
And then you connect.
So -5 first across the lobby, and then up +1. Okay?
Yes.
Ah, that looks symmetrical. There's some symmetry here. Flip, flop, reflections. Is that it for the problem or more?
No, there's more. It says -5 and 3.
-5 and 3.
And -2 and 2.
-2 and 2. I thought you already used that. Okay.
-2, 2, or -2, +2?
Is that -2?
-2, +2.
Whoa. I thought we already used that once. Okay. -5, 3. So we go across -5 on the lobby and up +3. 1, 2, 3. And the other one was what? -2 up 2. So can you connect those two dots, I guess? Nice job. Now, last one, I think.
The next pair is 2, 2, and 6, 2.
2, 2,
and 6,
2. Okay, so 2, 2 is across the lobby, up 2 on the elevator. And then 6, 2 is across 6 on the X and up 2 to here. Interesting. Is that it?
Yes. No. The next one is -6 and 2 and -2, 2.
-2, 2 again.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go -6 and up 2. And also -2 and up 2 again. Huh. Is that it?
Wait,
Looks like a bird's foot.
It says, wait, hold on. It says,
hold on.
The one that says -2, 2, and then -5, 1, where's that one?
Right there.
Where's the one, for the one of 2, 2, it's supposed to be, there's one that says 2, 2, and 5, 3.
That's over here.
Yeah, there's another one.
Another one? We didn't give us that one.
No, there's another one after that one. It says 5, +5, +3.
All right, calm down. Get a grip. 5, 3, positive?
Yes, and then it says 2, 2.
Okay, let's go 5 and up 3. 1, 2, 3. And then what did you say?
5, and then 2, 2.
2, 2. So here we go again. So I guess we do those two. Oh, they are a reflection of the other one. Is that it?
Yeah.
Thank goodness. That's great. They reflect each other.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, no. Thank you so much for your call. So we graphed the ordered pairs in order to make line segments, and your name is going into the treasure chest.
And I wanted to know if I could do a challenge.
Oh, yes, of course.
I already have one figured out.
Oh, you already have it.
Well,
I have letter A.
Aren't you
Letter
special?
A.
Geraldine,
Okay,
getting ready to go in again.
Letter A.
Didn't you win last show, too? Wow,
Geraldine, you won last show. Did you know that? Did you know you were the winner from last show?
Yeah, I heard.
All right. Congratulations. Okay. So your name is going in again, and you said A, 1626?
Yes.
All right. So let's write it down. 1626.
6 + 6 = 12. And 12 times 2 = 24.
Uh-oh. Is she going to get this right, too?
And 24 divided or multiplied by 1 = 24.
Wow, she gave you alternate ways of doing it, Miss Davis. And guess what?
Okay.
Geraldine, you're filling our box up again with your name.
All right.
I love it.
Geraldine has met the challenge. Go. Mr. Herman, some enthusiasm.
At least you didn't say wake up. I would not be able to handle that again.
All right. So Geraldine, please stay tuned. Thank you so much for your call. And we have another caller that has been waiting very patiently on the line.
I once got a text message that said wake up. Do you believe that? On a cell phone.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
wow. Rayshawn, is that you?
Yes.
Thank you so much for being so patient. Would you like to tell us which school you go to?
I go to Greenbelt Middle School.
All right. Well, please tell all of the students at Greenbelt Middle School we said a big hello. And who is your math teacher?
My math teacher is Miss Hampton.
And a big hello to your math teacher as well. A big hello.
What are you doing?
A hello,
What is it,
Mr. Herman.
Weekend at Bernie's? Well, hold on, let me ask you a question. Rashawn, where is Greenbelt Middle School located?
Where is it located?
Yeah.
It's actually a relatively new building, and I think it's behind the Greenbelt Mall.
So it's in Greenbelt.
Yeah.
What a clever idea that was. Nice job, Rashawn.
I'm waking you up. This is all you, Mr. Herman.
Herman.
Mr. Ted. I know you'll be happy to go home and go to bed.
Okay. Anyway, as we continue on with the Sesame Street rhymes here, let's go right to Rashawn's. Is it your turn?
It's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Rashawn, give us some equations of algebra.
Yeah, we're reviewing with for the MSA.
Oh, right.
So,
Fantastic.
So my question is 2x squared
2x squared.
plus 1 equals 33.
That's where the equation comes in.
What does x equal?
What would x equal? That's really nice. Well, here we go.
Give him a close-up, please.
Why? Oh, hi. Thank you. It's good to be back, and I love to answer these questions, so let's go ahead and do. All right? Well, first of all, Rashawn, how do you say your name anyway? I'm not sure.
What, Rashawn? Yes, that's how you say it.
Rashawn.
Yes.
Well, the fact is, let me point to the visual because my finger's right there. Oh, my goodness. What do you see right there? Don't you see a square?
Yeah.
So how many answers will you have in this problem?
What?
How many answers does that denote or signify?
Oh, true. I think there are 2.
Excellent. Excellent. You got my drift. So when you have a square there, it's 2 answers. You have a cube, 3 answers, and so forth. So nice job. So what's the first thing we're going to do to this side of the equation?
What?
What can we do to this side of the equal sign, the equation on this side?
We should subtract 1.
Outstanding. I knew you were going to get it. And now we have the 2x squared comes right down thanks to Ms. Davis. What happens to the 2 1s, the 1 and the minus 1?
They cancel each other out.
Excellent. Like that language vocabulary. How about 33 minus 1?
It's 32.
Excellent. What's the next step?
Then you divide both sides by 2.
Fantastic. That'll get rid of the 2. That's in the front called a coefficient. What grade are you in again? I'm sorry, 7th or 8th or what?
I'm in 8th grade.
8th grade, very good. And what is the 2 going to do to the other 2?
The 2s are going to cancel each other out.
Excellent. You're left with x squared. Thank you, Ms. Davis. And what do you get on the other side?
Equals 16.
Outstanding, Rashawn. Now, what's the opposite? We're doing everything opposite. So far, you've had an addition sign. You did the opposite, which was subtraction. Then you had multiplication here, 2 times x squared, and you divided. So what's the opposite of a square?
The square root.
Yes, so we're going to put a square root around the x squared and a square root around the 16. So what happens to a square root of a square?
Wait.
Well, first of all, let me help you a little bit. Can I put a little tiny 2 in here? Because the 2 is understood. If you don't see anything inside the radical, it's an automatic 2, meaning square root. So what do these 2's do to each other?
They're going to cancel each other out.
Man, Rashawn, you make me so proud to be a teacher. I can't stand it. So now we have x is left. But here comes the tricky part. You told me we're going to have 2 answers. So you have x equals, and the square root of 16. What is that?
I think if I remember correctly, it's 4 and negative 4.
Man, you are terrific. And you ever seen this kind of notation where you put a plus minus sign like that?
Yes.
Okay, so it means plus 4, positive 4, and -4. And the reason why for all our viewers who are not maybe up to speed like you are, if you take a +4 and multiply it times itself, what's +4 times +4?
+4 times +4 is 16.
And that's it right there. And what about -4 times -4?
That's also 16 because when you multiply two negatives, they cancel each other out.
That's excellent. And that's why you have two answers, a +4 and a -4. Rashawn, you make me proud to be a Prince George's County school teacher because you really know your stuff.
So if we say negative times negative, it is equal to a positive.
Outstanding. You're doing well, too.
Do I have time for a challenge?
Would you like to do it?
We'll do a real fast challenge.
All right.
Which
Well,
challenge
which
did you want to do?
Like to do?
Yes.
The 24 challenge?
Oh, beautiful.
Yes.
Let me get his name ready for the
Okay.
treasure chest. Nice job.
The 3, 4, 5, 9.
3, 4, 5, 9. I do not think we've had a solution for that yet.
Okay, yeah, that's a 9, right?
3, 4, 5. And since it is shaded in, yes, it is a 9.
Okay. All right. Good. Okay. So I got 9 minus 5 equals 4.
No, that's not 24. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. It's still going.
Oh, yeah. So now 4 plus 4 equals 8. And 3 times 8 equals 24.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Yes! And so your name is going into our treasure chest for a second time.
Very sharp.
So please,
nice job, Rashawn.
Please stay tuned to the show until the end of the show to see if you are indeed a winner. Rashad, did you challenge any of your other classmates at Greenbelt Middle School to call us?
No, they were all too busy.
We'll tell them to get unbusy and give us a call because we'll be waiting here until 5:55. And so, thank you so much for your call. And to all of our callers that are out watching, you can call us. The number is 301-772-0080. But we're going to ask you to join us on the other side of the break.
Nice.
Hi, I'm Cameron from Samuel Ogle Middle School, and today's email question is from Ted at Rockledge Elementary. Ted wants to know the area and perimeter of a rectangle that measures 3 inches by 6 inches. Well, let's start with the perimeter. The perimeter is around. So we add all the sides. Okay, so we know that if 3 inches is on this side, then 3 inches is on this side. And if 6 inches is on this side, 6 inches is on this side, because the opposite sides are equal. Now we add 6 plus 6. 6 plus 6 equals 12 inches. And 3 plus 3 equals 6 inches. Now 12 plus 6 equals 18 inches, which is the perimeter. Now we do the area. The area is the inside. So we can either count the squares or we can do length times width. And the length would be 6 inches. And the width would be 3 inches. So let's do both. First, we'll count the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So now we know that we have 18 inches squared since we used the squares. And the same thing goes for length times width. So now we do 6 times 3. 6 times 3 equals 18 inches squared. And this is the area. Well, Ted, I hope that was helpful to you. So that's Cameron, and see you next time.
Wait a minute. That's wrong. All people are people.
Take the time to get to know people, and you'll see that all of these labels are false. Don't let prejudice shape your view. Stereotyping is wrong, and it hurts all of us.
Stop stereotyping.
A message from your American Muslim neighbors.
When I was a kid, I dreamed of being a stuntman.
I went from dream to dream pretty quickly.
I wanted to be a cowboy.
Tom Cruise in Top Gun.
I dreamt of being a nun.
Actually, before that, it was Popeye.
Malaria kills more than 2,000 children a day.
Text NET, N-E-T, to 85944 to make a $10 donation to Malaria No More.
Oh, messaging and data rates may apply.
Let's make malaria no more.
Welcome back to the second half of the second edition of Count on Us, the intermediate show that'll answer every middle school, high school question, and even college if you're that high up in the air or wherever. I'm Ted Herman, and this is lovely
Mrs. Davis.
Here to answer every question you ever had about math since it's been bothering you for years. And we have a lot of callers out there doing great things with challenges and questions. We love everybody that calls in our show.
So can we show our challenges one more time in case we have some callers that are just joining us? We have had solutions for card B, yes? Card B. We've had a solution for card B. But there's usually more than one solution for each of the cards.
There's more than one way of doing it.
Okay, so please take a few minutes to jot these down so you can have a solution ready. Card A is 1626. Card B, 4593. Card C, 9282. It's okay, you got the question. And card D, 363 and 8.
I was just trying my impersonation of Dwayne. I'm sorry. But Ms. Davis, I was actually a personal question.
Nope, no personal questions allowed.
Do I look like I'm
Khadijah, is that you?
Do I
we
look...
have been waiting for your call. Khadijah, how are you? Khadijah, we're waiting for Khadijah.
I waiting for something else.
Hello, Khadijah.
Hi.
Welcome to Count on Us. How are you this afternoon?
Good.
Great. Would you like to give a shout out to your school?
Yes.
What is your school, please?
Kettering Middle School.
Well, hello. Please tell all of the students and staff at Kettering Middle School we said a very, very big hello. And what are you working with, Khadijah?
Khadijah, do I look like I'm awake to you? Do I look like I'm awake and ready to roll into a good math problem for you? Do I look like I'm half asleep or half awake? What am I? Come on,
Half
Khadijah.
awake.
You can what? Half what?
Half awake.
Half awake's better than not being awake at all. You are my star. I love you. Thank you. Back to you.
Khadijah, and what are you working with today?
Dividing fractions.
Okay. Did you have a particular problem that Mr. Herman will be helping you with?
Yes.
Okay, and what problem is that?
3 6
Mm-hmm.
divided by 7 and 3/9.
Ooh, a mixed fraction. Is that right, Miss Davis? A mixed fraction? Yep, sure is.
Did we write that correctly, Khadijah?
Yes.
3 6 divided by 7 and 3/9.
And does the 3 6 change in any way or stays right the way it is?
Stays the way it is.
Okay, so do you mind writing that down again? You're lovely. And we're going to change the division into what?
Multiplication.
Great. And what we ought to do right now is change this into an improper fraction. It'll be much easier to work with. You know how to change an improper fraction from a mixed number?
Yes.
What do you do first?
Multiply the denominator times the whole number.
Great.
And
what is 9 times 7? What is 9 times 7, Khadijah?
Hold on.
Hold on.
Could you say it again?
9 times 7.
It's 63.
Great. And then what do you do with the 3 in the numerator spot?
You add it, and it's going to be 66.
66 what?
66/9.
I love your style. So now, before we put 66/9 into the problem, don't we want to take that 66/9 and flip it upside down? What's that called when you flip it upside down?
Reciprocal.
Oh, my goodness. Khadijah, I bet you're one of the best ones in your class. Nice job. So instead of saying 66/9, how would you say it?
9/66.
Very good. Now, as Miss Davis so beautifully done before, she did a thing called cross cancellation. Did you want to try that, or do you want to do straight up multiplication?
Straight multiplication.
Okay, that's cool. So let's go ahead and multiply 3 times 9 straight across the numerator.
27.
27. And then what's 6 times 66? Wow.
396.
396?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds awfully good to me. You know why it sounds so good? Because it's correct. Now, can we leave it like that? Or simplify?
Simplify.
Yep. What number goes into 27 and 396 at the same time?
3.
Yep, that's a good start. So let's divide by 3, and if we have to do it again, we'll do it again. So 3 divides into 369. Let's see. 3 goes into 3 one time, 9 3 times, and 6 2 times. Let's do that. Oh my goodness, she is so good with that pen. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 2 is 6. Beautiful job, Miss Davis. And we get 396 down the bottom. And no remainder. So we have 132 on the very, very bottom. And then 3 divides into the 27 with the same 3 we just used on the 396. How many times does that work, Khadijah? 27 divided by 3.
9.
Mm-hmm. But I have a feeling you can divide by 3 one more time. Let me show you a little fast trick. See the 132? If you add the digits, add them up, please, Khadijah. What's 1 plus 3 plus 2?
6.
And can 6 be divided by 3?
Yes.
That means 132 can be divided by 3 because it'll have no remainder as well. So let's divide that by 3. Maybe we can switch another sheet or something like that. It's getting awfully busy up in the sheet. But Miss Davis knows how to control the screen beautifully. So 132, and we're dividing by 3. So Khadijah, take us on. How many times is 3 going to 13, Khadijah?
4 times.
Yep. And what is 4 times 3?
12.
Uh-huh. And then bring, oh, there she goes. And then 3 divides into 12.
4.
And what's 3 times 4 again?
12.
Is there a remainder?
No.
I told you it was going to work. So let's put down 44. And what about the top number? 3 divides into 9.
3 times.
And that's true. So how do you say that fraction that we got for an answer?
3/44.
Excellent. Can you simplify that any further than that?
No.
Right, because the only thing that goes into 44 that I know of is 2 and 22, or 4 and 11, and neither one of those is a 3, so forget that idea. Hey, Khadijah, you're great. Can we get your name in there? Do you want to try a challenge of the day, 24 challenge, anything?
I was going to call back about the challenge.
All right.
Cool.
All right. So we'll put the challenges up one more time for our callers who might be just joining us. Card A, 1626. Card B, 5934. Card C, 9282. And card D, 3, 6, 3, and 8.
And Khadijah got her name in there.
And Khadijah, your name is in our treasure chest. And we do have another caller who has been waiting so patiently. And he's calling us back from the previous show. Alawasa?
Hello.
Hi, welcome back. How are you? Did you have another caller? Another problem
Yes,
you wanted?
I have another question.
Okay, and what is that second question?
It's on coordinate plane.
All right, coordinate planes. Okay, do you have positive and negative numbers on your coordinate plane?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm going to ask you to turn your television all the way down because we're hearing an echo.
Okay.
And just listen through the phone. Okay, and what are the numbers? What's the largest number that in your ordered pair?
The largest number?
Mm-hmm.
7.
Okay. Okay. And your largest number is 7. Okay. So on this is which axis going across?
What?
Which axis is this that goes across?
The x-axis
Okay,
goes
so
horizontal.
X-axis is horizontal. So we're going to number from 1 to 7.
And the vertical line is the y-axis.
Absolutely, the y-axis. And we're going to number that from 1 to -7. And we know that our axes continue on. And on our y, what type of numbers are at the top?
At the top?
Mm-hmm. Going up.
It goes, the positive numbers go up.
And what type of numbers go down?
Negative numbers.
Absolutely. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
I have a reason why the negative numbers go to the left and why they also go down.
Okay, why is that?
Because the origin is in the middle, and to the left of the origin, which is 0, there are the negative numbers, and then the origin also goes to the y-axis, which goes, and the negative numbers come, they're below 0.
Absolutely.
So they would go behind.
And very good. You're absolutely correct. And there we have our origin right there in the middle. All right. So what are we trying to do on our coordinate plane?
What?
What is it that we want to do on our coordinate plane?
The ordered pairs.
And which ordered pair? Is it just one or more than one?
There are 5.
5 ordered pairs. Okay, so how about you give all 5 of them to us, and then we'll graph them after that.
Okay.
And then are you to connect the ordered pairs or do anything else with them? No, just graph all 5 ordered pairs.
Yeah.
All right. Well, go ahead and give us the ordered pairs, and let's talk about...
The first one is 3 and negative 2.
3 and negative 2.
Then it is negative 2.
3 and negative 2. Thank you.
Then 5 and negative 4.
5. Okay, let me scoot this over so we'll have some space because we're going all the way out. So 3 and negative 2. All right, so let's graph that one.
Jeez.
You start at the origin.
Uh-huh.
Move right 3 spaces. Then you go down 2 spaces.
And we'll graph our point where the 2 intersects. Okay?
Yes.
All right, so we've done that one. Okay, where's our next one?
5 and negative 4.
3, negative 2. Okay, so 5
and negative 4.
So start at our origin. And go across to what?
The x-axis first.
Uh-huh.
Then you move right 5 spaces. Then you go down 4 spaces.
And we're going to place our point, our coordinate. And we have 5, negative 4.
The next one is 2, negative 1.
2, negative 1. Okay. So, on my...
Start at the origin.
Uh-huh.
Move right 2 and down 1.
Down 1. And so this is 2, negative. All right.
Then the next one is 4, negative 3.
4, negative 3. Okay, so
you start the origin, move right 4 and down 3.
Okay. And what's our final one?
The final one is you start the origin.
What's the ordered pair?
Well, it's 7, negative 6.
Okay.
You start at the origin, move right 7, and go down 6.
It's like a straight line, doesn't it? Sort of?
Yeah, it does. Okay, so this is our final one, 7, negative 6. All right. So do we have our straight edge?
I was looking for something.
Here we go.
Oh,
so
beautiful.
If we put our straight edge here, we would say that it looks kind of like it's making a straight line.
Close.
A diagonal line going down.
Diagonal line going down.
All right. Thank you so much, Alawasan. Your name is going into our treasure chest for a chance for a fabulous prize at the end of the show. Did you want to try one of our challenges?
Yes.
Okay. Which one would you like to try?
I would like to try card C.
C as in cat. 9282.
9 times 2 equals 18.
9 times 2 equals 18, yes.
8 minus 2 equals 6. And 6 plus 18 equals 24.
All right! Alawasan, you met the challenge. Very, very good. Your name is going to our treasure chest for a second time. And please stay tuned to the end of the show. We just have about 4 minutes remaining. And we have a couple more callers. Is this Dewan?
Dewan called back. Hey,
Hello?
Dewan.
Hello?
Hi, Dewan. Welcome.
Hold on, I have to turn on my TV.
Good job, Dewan. Can we hear you now?
Yes.
Good. What's your problem today, Dewan?
I just finished my math homework, but I just want to ask a question because it just came to mind. What is 780 times 80?
Okay. Can you say 780 without saying the and?
Oh, 780 times 80.
Fantastic. So let's do the ones right here. 0 times 0, Dewan.
Oh, no, I gave you the wrong problem. Sorry.
How about 749? Want to try 749?
Yes, it was 749 times 80.
I had a feeling it might have been. I wasn't sure.
Excuse me. Oh, excuse me, Kamara.
Okay, that's okay. So let's go 0 times everything is what? 0 times anything is 0.
Yeah.
So let's put zeros all the way across, Miss Davis. Thank you. And then what's the first number you put down in the second row, Dewan?
0.
Yes, you're multiplying by 8 in the tens column, right?
Uh-huh.
Fantastic. So give us your skills. 8 times 9, Dewan.
9 times 8 is 9 times 1 is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. 9 times 80.
Do you need our camera lady to count for you? Come on, Dewan.
8 times 4 is 32.
No, 8 times 9 is 72.
Oh,
Let's get to the point. I'm
Yeah.
not doing 8 times 4.
We're doing all of them.
Oh, he's always doing all of them. Whoa! You're way ahead of my brain. You're gifted. So let's go. 8 times 9 is 72. So can we put a 2 down before the TV goes off? Oh, my goodness, yes. Carry the 7. 8 times 4 is 32, plus 7 is what?
Plus, huh?
32 plus 7 more.
32 plus 7 more. Plus 7 is
30.
39.
9.
I'm distracted.
And the 3 up top, you're doing great. 8 times 7, 56, and 3, 59. And we add the whole thing up real fast and get 59,920. And guess what? Dewan got his name in the box.
In our treasure chest. And we...
Say what?
Can I try a challenge?
Well, maybe next time.
We're going to ask that you remember each Monday and Wednesday we are here. We only have less than a minute in the show where we want to choose a winner. Thank you to all of our callers from all across the district who called in. And Khadijah is our winner.
All right.
Each Monday and Wednesday. Your elementary show is from 4 to 5, and your secondary show is from 5 to 6. Join us because you can always count on us.